Stop! Hi everyone, my name is Artur Kurasiński, and for over 10 years I've been observing and explaining how technology influences us, people and society. I'm greeting you, woohoo, all of you, from the studio inside the Innovation Campus in Warsaw, Poland. The podcast series we are starting today is called Early Adopters Nook, where we invite innovative startups to talk about their product and how it's changing the world. And my today's guest is Piotr Surma, CEO and co-founder of Applica. Welcome to my podcast, Piotr. And my first question.
Hello, everybody.
Yes, this is Piotr. My name is Artur. This is Piotr. What is Applica and what does it do?
Well, Applica liberates knowledge workers from repetitive, tedious assignments that
Such
are
as?
not meant for humans. So basically, we liberate employees from paperwork.
All right.
And we promote humans to higher value work, to assignments that bring much more value to their organizations.
Awesome.
In practical terms, what it means is that we extract information out of documents. We do it in the same way as humans. And also we make decisions based on the information that we extracted. We do this using pretty complex and pretty sophisticated AI methods that we developed in-house.
Mm-hmm.
So in other words, we are in intelligent document automation business.
Okay. Thank you for this explaining. So you are another company that wants to take over the world through the use of AI.
Well, we probably will be happy with liberating the workforce from this paperwork and augmenting employees to be more creative, to take other tasks. But well, yes, from a certain perspective, we have pretty strong ambitions because what we build, I mentioned that we are building proprietary AI methods, and what we build is oftentimes benchmarked against AI giants, such as Alibaba, such as Chinese Tencent, such as Microsoft. And we happen to win these benchmarks against these companies, probably spending a little bit more than us on their R&D in AI. So these benchmarks, these objective benchmarks are related to business documents comprehension, so business documents reading, so to say. And I believe that this is somehow related to the team that we created, and the team is absolutely fabulous. So we have 30 people in our R&D, half of them with PhDs in mathematics, computer science, computer linguistics. So definitely outstanding team, creating methods that are like winning in all this reputable global benchmarks.
All right, I have a little challenge for you. I know it's early morning and we are just starting up, but if you have to explain to your 19th century family member what deep learning is, how would you do it?
Yeah, well,
that's a nice challenge.
It is. So probably I would try to compare deep learning to what humanity, or to contrast deep learning with what humanity was building in terms of machines. So up till a certain moment in our history as a species, we were building machines that were good for certain use. So they were doing one thing and only one thing. They were, so to say, built for specific purposes. And starting from a certain moment in our history, we started building machines that were able to. Well, sophisticated is one thing, but I would say that the mechanical constructions were sophisticated as well. The machines that we are building right now, they're able to mimic the way that we do things. So I believe that this is a breakthrough from this perspective, that these machines are not meant for a specific use, but they can learn from examples. And this learning from examples in the very beginning required like lots of data.
Yep.
And they were pretty dumb, so to say. Well, actually, for a child learning about what is a cat, and it requires like probably 1, 2, 3, 5 examples, and the kid is good. Yeah. For the machines in the beginning, it required like tons of data, so a lot of examples. Nowadays, this number of examples necessary for training machines for specific so to say use cases requires much less data, and we see this breakthrough with machine translation, with self-driving cars, with what we do as well with document comprehension. Actually, we are able to train extremely powerful AI models with a handful of examples for specific use cases. And how this is done, actually, these models are pre-trained in the beginning, again with a huge amount of data, but without any human supervision. So, well, actually, you can call it like self-learning in like more precise terms. It is unsupervised training, but in practice, it's done so that the models are, so to say, digesting lots of data, and then the model learns about certain contexts in documents, about certain patterns, and after that, the model is able to comprehend documents, specific documents, and do specific use cases after being trained with only an extremely limited number of examples. So if you're following this, well, actually, I wouldn't mention this to my 19th century family member, but if you're following recent developments in AI, there's a company, OpenAI, and the most recent model, GPT-3, is one of the examples that everybody observes from close. We happen to use extremely similar methods. We started to use these methods, that they are called neural language modeling. We started to use these methods back in 2018, where actually at that point of time, it was not sure at all whether this would be a winning technology or not. So we at that time we had I would say a good intuition, and we made a bet on this piece of technology. However, we developed something quite different and quite more adapted to what we do. So we developed AI that comprehends not only the semantics, the meaning of words, but also comprehends the layout of documents. It also comprehends the graphical elements of documents, and this is extremely important. Why? Because actually most of business documents are not plain text.
No,
they have like
templates.
Templates, it's one thing, but they also have graphical elements, checkboxes. Logos. They have different font size. They have different colors that are meaningful. They have footers, headers. They have tables, and this is what we are able to comprehend. And this is how we manage to win this global benchmarks against these giants, AI giants. This is a real innovation, I would say, because we are filing for a patent in the US in relation to this very method that we created.
I have a question about the AI and deep learning, because I read many articles and about this AI, and the possibilities, the how this will look like in the future. And I'd love to ask you as a person and in the professional working in this field. Do you believe that creation of supercomputer is near, or do you think that all this AI, is taking over the world, is a completely BS and it's not going to happen in near future?
Honest answer is that nobody knows.
Okay.
I don't know neither. So, well, basically, I wouldn't say that we're any close to this. From what we see, I don't see this, but well, this is pure speculation. I wouldn't go as far as saying more about this, because the truth is that probably nobody knows, for a simple reason. Actually, disruption happens all of the sudden. So it's the progress, as we say it, is not linear. And for this reason, actually, it's extremely hard to speculate about this. And well, there were some opinions about this GPT-3 that it is so astonishingly good at some use cases that it starts to be close to general artificial intelligence. Well, I don't share this point of view. I think that the flexibility, versatility of the human mind is still something that cannot be matched with the current methods. We will see probably lots of astonishingly good results in the next months, yes, but I cannot speculate about anything further.
Nice. Okay, you wrote about yourself on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is very important for the entrepreneurs. Serial startup or AI enthusiast. What other startups have you helped build?
Well, actually, I co-founded 3 other companies. So in the very beginning, it was a small company that I co-founded in the space of Java games, if you can still remember this.
Yeah,
it was at some point of time. It was quite popular. It was moderately successful. Then I co-founded a renewable energy company that failed, so it went bust.
So entertainment and green energy.
Yes. Well, and then I co-founded in 2007. I co-founded with my current co-founder and CTO. We co-founded Mindbox. This is a system integrator and IT outsourcing company, and also a consulting company in the space of robotic process automation, in the space of cloud and ERP systems. The company was and is very successful. International customers, multi-million business. And then Applica is my fourth child, so to say. So together with my co-founder, we created Applica. And actually the origins of Applica are stem from some observation that technology, and especially AI methods, are mature enough to help people avoiding this repeatable tedious work. This is one observation, and then second observation is that some tasks are not for humans in the first place. So it's actually a misuse of human creativity and a misuse of the human workforce in general, and actually, we shouldn't do this. We shouldn't continue like this. Employees are too valuable for their organizations to spend their time on repetitive paperwork.
Okay. Yeah. So let's get back to Applica. Tell me a little more about your software and use cases.
Actually, Applica is an extremely horizontal platform.
Mm-hmm.
So you can apply Applica platform to a number of different use cases, and it is up to end users to train the platform for specific use cases. So you can think about Applica as a self-service platform that is trained with a very limited number of examples to specific types of documents and specific use cases. Importantly, Applica extracts information and makes business decisions based on documents, and it works with any type of document. So again, plain text, semi-structured, which means a mix of tables, graphical elements, and text. Also fully structured, so templated documents. However, important use cases that we saw in the past are related, for example, to KYC, know your customer, to AML. In banking, then we have pretty strong use cases related to customer care. So actually comprehending customer emails and attachments. Then some use cases that we see are related to mortgage lending. So automating paperwork related to property sales contracts, property deeds. Actually, in Europe, we have property deeds. In the US, it's more about property sales contracts. Then use cases that we also see, other use cases that we see are related, for example, to credit card chargebacks, so making automated decisions in relation to chargebacks. So like this is a straight-through automation. So basically, we not only comprehend certain documents, but we also make decisions. Actually, this is the same for the KYC process, where we make decisions whether a business customer can be onboarded straight away, or additional documentation is required, or if so, then what is the documentation that is required. We have also interesting use cases in insurance, so comprehending claims, extracting information, and making decisions based on insurance claims. This is actually raising quite a lot, and I believe that insurance is starting to automate more and more, and it will continue probably over the next couple of years.
Who are your competitors in the market? You mentioned Alibaba, Microsoft.
We are not competing with these guys, so we'll probably they run research, but this is probably more for their own internal use. We compete with companies mostly from the US, and a little bit with companies from the UK, and I would split these companies into three different buckets. So there are companies that use traditional natural language processing methods that are good for plain text. And these companies, they typically automate vertical use cases. They're pretty successful with plain text. However, they require a little bit more of examples that we do. And as I said, they struggle with anything else than plain text. So any graphical elements, any templated documents or tables in the documents, this is something that they cannot comprehend. Then you have other companies that use computer vision, templates, and handcrafted rules for comprehending templated documents. These companies handle pretty successfully, again, templated documents, but struggle with plain text. So if there is a larger fragment of text in a document that needs to be comprehended, then they struggle extracting information out of such a fragment. I would say that this category of our competitors is more of human intelligence masqueraded as AI. I wouldn't say that this is a
mechanical
true
Turk.
Yeah, kind of. I would say that anything that is intelligent in these solutions comes from humans, and this is handcrafted. Rules, templates, this is handcrafted. And then what we observed is that most of the documents are a mix of templated, structured and unstructured, so semi-structured. And this is where we are. So actually we use this sophisticated layout-aware and multimodal language models. Multimodal because they comprehend not only text but also graphical elements. And we comprehend documents that are plain text, semi-structured, fully structured. We comprehend graphics, we comprehend text, we comprehend the layout. So this is where we position where we position ourselves. And interestingly, in the next probably couple of weeks, will be featured our models, our AI methods will be featured in a book written by an MIT professor. And well, basically, I have a feeling that this person pretty knowledgeable about the space because he was with another company from our space, actually a unicorn, the first unicorn in our space. He believes that what we created is the future of document automation. So this multimodal aspect, comprehending all aspects of documents in one sophisticated AI model is going to be a dominating approach in the next years.
Awesome. I did some homework, and you have 5 offices on several continents and over 100 employees. Is it right?
It's close to 100 people.
Okay.
And yes, so actually we have people mostly in Poland. So our R&D is located in Warsaw, Poznań, and Kraków. And we also have we have our team in the West Coast in the US and in the East Coast in the US. So,
okay.
We have different time zones, 3 different time zones. Well, quite a challenge to communicate in this setup, but still feasible. And I'm still extremely enthusiastic about what we managed to build.
And how are you doing, guys, as an organization in times of pandemic?
So basically, this is probably interesting because most of us never met in person.
Oh,
and it was not it was not possible because we recruited people remotely, or a large part of our team, and now. Actually, we cannot travel to the US.
Yes.
So this is obvious. We couldn't meet this team members in the US, and some of team members that are still in Poland. Again, we were not meeting on frequent basis in the office because actually due to the restrictions and pandemics, we decided not to do so. For safety reasons and for this pandemic's reasons. So actually it's quite a challenge to maintain this emotional glue amongst team members, but it's still possible. We have an incredible team, and the team is incredibly engaged. So this is still possible. It requires lots of effort. It requires changing our habits, but yes, we managed to do this.
Awesome. Last question. what are your plans as Applica for the next 12 months?
We will continue expanding in the US and Europe. We'll continue innovating in terms of AI methods that we use. We are extremely excited about the customers that we start working with in the US and in Europe. We are extremely excited about the customers that we already have in banking, in financial services, in media, and the plans are that we still grow our team quite a lot, both in the US and also in Europe. So I'm extremely optimistic about this year and about the outlook for a close future.
Splendid. Thank you very much, Piotr. Guys, my today's guest was Piotr Surma, co-founder and CEO of Applica. Once again, my name is Artur Kurasiński, and this podcast is about early adopters, technology, and the change. Like, share, please leave your comments below. It will help us to get broader audience. Thank you very much, and see you next time. And the future is looking very, very good and bright. See ya.
Thank you.
Boom. Wow. Stop. What? Bye.